Hello everyone, great to have you back. I've been trading for quite a while now, and if there's one thing that frustrates me more than a losing trade, it's trying to figure out a platform that feels far more complicated than it needs to be. Over the years, I've tested platforms packed with menus, widgets, and settings that I barely touched. After a while, I started wondering whether all that complexity was actually helping me trade, or just slowing me down. So I decided to try something different. Instead of looking for the platform with the longest feature list, I wanted to find one that simply let me focus on the markets. That's what led me to BCI-finanz. Getting started was straightforward. Once my account was ready, I didn't jump straight into trading. I spent some time setting up my watch list, opening a few charts, and getting familiar with the layout. Within a short time, I had everything arranged the way I normally like to work, and after that, I barely had to think about the interface again. Before placing my first trade, I also wanted to understand the trading conditions. I spent a few minutes looking through the account information and checking the costs involved before opening a position. Having everything clearly presented from the beginning made it easier to concentrate on planning the trade instead of wondering whether I'd overlooked something important. The real test came during an ordinary European trading session. No major announcements, no unusual volatility, just a normal morning in the market. I actually prefer testing platforms under those conditions because that's what most trading days look like. After opening a couple of positions, I realized I wasn't paying much attention to the platform itself anymore. My focus stayed on the charts, managing the trades, and watching how the market developed. For me, that's usually a good sign. If I'm thinking about the software instead of the market, something probably isn't working the way it should. One thing I also appreciated was how clean the workspace felt after a few days of use. I wasn't constantly closing windows or searching through menus. Everything I used regularly stayed within easy reach, which made the whole routine feel more comfortable over time. That doesn't mean it's the right platform for everyone. If you enjoy endlessly customizing every corner of your workspace, you might want more options. But if your priority is sitting down, reviewing the markets, and getting on with your trading, I think this approach will probably make sense. After spending some time with BCI-finanz, my biggest takeaway isn't that it has one standout feature. It's that it stayed out of the way and let me focus on what I was actually there to do. If you enjoyed this review, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more content like this.